So up till now, we've only covered right triangles and doing trig with that stuff. Most triangles are not going to be right angles. That's probably something you understand from the world already. So we've got a couple of laws that will help you find any side or any angle, whether it's a right triangle or not. So first one's going to be law of sines. And given a triangle that's obviously no right angles anywhere, this is something I did to show how to derive it, which I'm not going to do today. But that's why this has got this piece with the right angle, so we can ignore that. For the sake of naming things, capital letters are the angles, lowercase letters are the sides. That's typically how they will name things in your work. And the law is pretty straightforward. If you take the sine of an angle and divide it by the side across from it, it always comes out to the same ratio, no matter which angle you pick and which side. And that's where our law comes in. So we can set proportions this way. So if I want to find C, but I've got this angle on this side, we say sine of A over A is equal to sine of C over C. Or, well, you get the idea. You can set up any proportion you need to. So let's practice it with some actual numbers and see how it works out. So let's say I need to find this side right here, and I'm given these two angles in that side. Well, I've got 32 across from 17, so the sine of 32 divided by 17 will be the same ratio as the sine of 14 over x. Since it's a proportion, you can cross multiply, so x sine 32 is going to equal 17 sine 14. And to get x by itself, I divide by sine of 32. And I'm going to get 7.76. Sometimes you're going to have to find angles instead of sides, but the same ratios are going to work. We've got this angle 31, and across from it we have 35, so we can say sine of 31 divided by 35, and that'll be the same ratio as the sine of this angle x over the opposite side of 51. Same process, you cross multiply, so 51 sine 31 is going to be equal to 35 sine x. It's going to be a little bit more complicated to get to the end now. We're going to divide by 35. We're trying to get x by itself. But there will be an extra step along the way. So sine of x, if I divide all this stuff out, is equal to 0.75 and some other stuff. So what I'm going to do is leave all those decimals in the calculator. And to get x by itself, I have to do the inverse sine. So that's going to be second and sine. That actually gets rid of this stuff. So it's just x over here. So I'm taking second sine of 0.75, and I'm getting about 48.63 degrees.